It's time to stitch the February 2026 block of the month, the Dandy Star Block. I'm ready to work on February's block, and it's called the Dandy Block, or the traditional name is the Dandy Star Block, and it is this block right here. So there's going to be these 3 and these 2, so I need to do 5 blocks for this month. Now I've been showing the quilt like this, but actually on her website she shows the quilt like this. It doesn't, of course matter, but it is a square quilt. But if you look at her website, then you'll see it in this orientation. I have it just this way. That's how I started, and it fit my paper when I printed, and so I've just kept it like that. So I'm just going to keep referring to this. Now, if you notice, the colors are the same as last month. They're this green, the same as all of the broken dishes. And so in the directions, it does call for the same 2 fabrics. However, again, I'm using fat quarters, and so I don't have enough of my green to do these 5 blocks, which is fine. I want it to be scrappy, but I do want it in the same color family, so I have a good mix of colors, and she's already given us a sample, and so I'm just going to follow that. My background again will be the same as always. My background, anything that's white in the quilt, will always be this cream color. So I pulled out my green fabrics from my Lori Holt Hometown Quilt fat quarter that I'm using, and I can pick any green. I think I'm going to pick something similar to the value of this. I don't need to, but I like how she has it placed, so I'm going to kind of go with that. And I have several that would work. All these are kind of, in that same color for the most part. And so I have these 3 in particular that I'm thinking about that will go with this. So I think I'm actually going to pick this middle one. It's a little bit lighter, but I think that's fine. Again, it's going to be a scrappy quilt, and so I think I'm going to pick this. All right, so I'm going to label this fabric G also, just so that I know, and then I'll mark probably what actual block they went to. I don't think I'm ever need to worry about that because I'm not repeating the same blocks or again the same colors because I don't have enough fabric. All right, so I'm going to use this pretty floral, kind of in the same green color, and I will go cut all of my fabrics. Again, I can't give specifics on the cutting directions, but you can find the Dandy Star Block online. All right, so I'm going to go get those ready, and then we can start stitching. I've cut all my fabric that I need for these Dandy Star Blocks, and the first thing I'm going to do is take these 2 larger squares. She did give a measurement that if you want a little bit extra to trim, to size it up a little bit, so I again did that. So these are just half square triangles, which is what we made last month. These are smaller, and instead of 8 at a time, these are going to be 2 at a time. So I'm going to take my fabrics right side together and do pretty much the same thing. I'm going to mark. I don't think I'm actually going to mark. I'm going to use my seam guide from Lori Holt and try it, since these are so much smaller. But you sew 1/4 of an inch from the center on both sides. So I'll have 2 rows of stitching just down 1 diagonal. And so I am going to try my seam guide instead of marking, and I'll show that. So I need to do that with all of these squares. And then for these are going to be the star points, and so I need to take this smaller square and I need to put a green square and again similar, so corner to corner. Then you would press, you know, and trim off the excess just to 1/4 of an inch. And then you would come back and do the opposite side. So this would be folded and pressed. And then you will come back and put another green on the bottom and do the same thing, corner to corner, and you would trim and press. So this is basically like a flying geese, but with a big square instead of a rectangle. So we'll have these be the star points. All right, so that's what I'm going to do to all of my squares. Again, I'm going to try not marking them and using my seam guide. So let me show you how I'm going to set that up. Also, for my fabric, I went ahead and marked the G fabrics and then marked this one January and February just in case. And I left the little scraps. I don't have, you know, a lot left, but that's how I'm going to mark it until I'm done with this, just in case. All right, let's go get this sewn. I have all of these sewn. The first step of these little 2 corners that need to be sewn on, but for the half square triangles, I have them sewn 1/4 of an inch from each side, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut them apart with scissors. You could easily do it on a rotary cutter, and I will just cut down. And then these will be pressed towards the green, and then I will trim them up. So that's what I'll do with this pile. Now for these, I need to press and then trim. And the reason I think I'm going to press these first is to make sure that I'm staying as square as I can with these little pieces, and to make sure that I didn't sew it off too much, that I'm too short. I had to take one off when I was just starting. I sewed a little bit to the outside of the corner to corner, and so then when I folded it, it was short. So I took that out and re-sewed it. So I'm just going to kind of finger press and make sure that that doesn't happen again. And then once I press, I'll just do the same thing. I'll trim just 1/4 of an inch. Again, I'm probably just going to use my scissors. It's faster. And then I'll go back and sew the other corner to the bottom. All right, I'm going to finish those up and we'll start putting this block together. The next thing that I need to do with these blocks are trim them to size. I have a ruler that is the exact size, and so I will do the same thing that I did with last month's block. I will put the corner of the ruler, because this one doesn't have a line down the center, the small one, at the seam, and then I'll know that it's straight, that 45-degree angle is on the block, and then I will trim around it. And these should measure the correct size. I am going to double check. If I have a little bit over, then I will just trim that up. And then after I get all those trimmed or make sure that these are correct, then I can start putting the block together. So I'm going to trim these. Now that I have these all trimmed, this block goes together like a 9 patch. So I need to put these in the corner, and then the little star legs. And then this plain one goes in the center. So that's how, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the first 2 in each row together so I can chain piece these. And then I will add the next row and then sew the rows together. All right, I'm going to go sew this. I have 5 blocks to do. Also for this block, I need to press the seams on the top row towards the half square triangle. So for the top and the bottom, the seams will be pressed towards the half square triangles or out. The center seams will be pressed towards the center square. And I am going to go ahead and do all of this row. So I've got 5, of each, and I will take the first 2, sew them, and I will do all of them for the first 2, and then all of these, and then all of these, and chain piece those, and then come back and add all of these. And then I'm going to press them when I'm done sewing. I'm not going to press these 2 first. I'll just sew this and then come back and press both at the same time. All right, let's go sew these up. I have the rows sewn together and I have pressed them. For the top and bottom row, I pressed again towards the half square triangle, and then the center row I pressed towards the center. So now I just need to put these together. So I'll do the top 2 rows and nest them. I am going to pin them. And they should line up I'll get them lined up as good as I can. And then I will sew them. All right, I'll sew these and then I'll come back and sew the bottom row. And the directions say I can press the seam in either direction. I am finished with my 5 blocks and I'm extremely happy with them. Of course, they're not perfect, but I am overall super happy. For the most part, the points line up. I have a few that didn't line up. I think this one in particular was the least lined up. I have a few, but for the most part, again, I'm extremely happy. So now February's blocks are done. I'm going to put these in a packet and wait till next month to see what block comes next.